So let's start the new chapter, gaseous state. We are aware with the three states of matter: solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. In addition to this, there are two more states of matter. One, it is called as a plasma state, which is present at a very high temperature, and another, it is a Bose-Einstein condensate, which is present at the very low temperature. But in our day-to-day life, we only come across with the three states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. Now the state of a substance, it is due to the intermolecular force of attraction. In case of a solid, the intermolecular force of attraction, it is a very strong. In case of a gases, this force of attraction, it is a very less. In case of liquid, the force of attraction between particles, constituent particles, is between that of solid and gas. Therefore, when we consider these three states of matter, we observe that solids have fixed shape, they have fixed volume. Gaseous state, they have neither fixed shape nor fixed volume. But in case of liquid, they have fixed volume, but they do not have fixed shape. So this shape of any substance depends upon the state of the depends upon intermolecular force of attraction. Now, out of the three states of matter, gaseous state, it is a very simple state. It is a very easy to understand, and therefore we begin our study with the gaseous state of the matter. Now, there are certain properties of gases, and also why to study this gaseous state? Because our environment, it is made up of different gases, and oxygen is one of the main constituent. So oxygen, it is present in the air, which is essential for the sustenance of life. We use balloons. In the balloons, the gas which is used is the helium gas, which is the lightest gas. Then sometimes we observe hot showers of steam. This is nothing but it is a type of gas. So gaseous state, it is observable in our day-to-day life. Now, what are the properties of gas? What are the characteristics of gas? So some of the characteristics are that gases are highly compressible. Gases can be compressed. Another characteristic of gas, it is a thermally expandable. So if we heat the gas, it expands. Gases have viscosity. Like liquid, gases also have viscosity. So gases flow. Densities of the gas, if you consider density of gas, it is much less than the solid and also liquid. So these are some of the characteristics of the gas. Now, when we start our study of gas, we find that a gas can be characterized. It can be described by different parameters, different variables, and some of the variables, important variables, are temperature, pressure, volume and moles of the gas. Now, all these four variables of gas, they are related to each other. So if we change any one of the variable parameter, there will be change in the other variables. So the relation between these variables, it is called as a gas laws. Now, if we consider first variable characteristic property, it is a pressure. So what is the pressure? The gas which consists of large number of molecules, they are colliding with each other. So the number of collisions on the walls of the container per unit time, it is nothing but gas pressure. Similarly, there is the atmospheric pressure, which is a pressure exerted by the air. So the pressure is nothing but it is a force divided by area. Now, this pressure, it can be measured by different measuring devices. Pressure is generally measured by barometer. So this is a one barometer. So barometer can be simply constructed in the laboratory by using bottle and such type of arrangement. Sometimes we require to measure difference in pressure. So at that time, the instrument which is used, it is called as a manometer. So manometer, it is an instrument used to measure gas pressure in a closed container. Now these are the units of gases. So units of pressure. So pressure can be expressed either in Pascal, it is expressed in atmosphere. So this is the unit we commonly use. Gas pressure can be expressed in millimeters of mercury in British system, or in engineering science pressure, it is also expressed in pounds per square inch. Now another characteristic property of gas, it is the temperature. So temperature, it is nothing but it is the degree of hotness. So this temperature, it is commonly expressed in degrees Celsius. SI unit of temperature, it is a Kelvin, and sometimes Fahrenheit it is also used. So degree Celsius, it is related to Fahrenheit by this equation, and degree Celsius can be converted into Kelvin by adding 273. So temperature is one of the variable characteristic property of the gas. Now another property, it is a volume. So volume of a gas, it is assumed that volume of the container. So the gas in which the gas the container in which gas it is a confined, its a volume, it is nothing but volume of the gas. So if gas is a confined in a such type of spherical sphere, then volume of the sphere will be volume of the gas. If it is enclosed in such type of cylindrical form, then the volume of the cylinder, it will be volume of the gas. If a gas is enclosed in a cubic vessel, so the volume of this cube, it will be the volume of the gas. Now the unit volume of the gas, it is expressed in liters. So this is a sometime bigger unit, so smaller units are used, cubic centimeter, that is cc, and 1 cc it is nothing but 1 ml. So this is the another property, that is a volume variable. Now the relation between pressure, volume and temperature of a gas, this is expressed by means of different gas laws. Now these gas laws are empirical, these are based on the experimental result, but there was no theoretical proof, mathematical base to these gas laws. So mathematical or theoretical base of this gas laws, it was given by Boltzmann. He proposed the theory. That theory is known as a kinetic gas theory or kinetic molecular theory. Based on this theory, he derived an equation. That equation explains all these gas laws. Now this kinetic molecular theory or kinetic theory of gases, it is based on number of postulates. Now what are the postulates? So let's consider some of the postulates of this theory. Now first postulate is that it assumes that what is a gas? It says that a gas is nothing but it is a collection. It is a collection of large number of tiny and discrete particles. So what is a gas? Gas is nothing but it is a collection of large number of tiny and discrete particles called as a molecules. Now second postulate is that it's assumed that the volume of individual molecules, it is a very small, it is a negligible as compared to the total volume of the gas. These particles are in a state of constant motion, constant random motion. They collide with each other, they collide with the walls of the container. Now the collisions per unit time on the walls of the container, it is nothing but pressure. So pressure, it is created due to the bombardment, due to the collision of these molecules on the walls of the vessel. Now again, next postulate of this kinetic theory of gas, it is that it is assumed that there is no force of attraction between these molecules. So these molecules should neither attract nor repel each other. So further, it is assumed that these collisions are perfectly elastic. So when they collide with each other, there is neither loss nor gain in energy. One of the important postulate of kinetic theory is that the average kinetic energy of gas, it is proportional to its temperature in Kelvin. So more the temperature, more will be the kinetic energy. Now this is the picture which represents the model of a gas on the basis of kinetic theory of a gases. So here assume that these are the spheres which represent gas molecules. These gas molecules are in a constant random motion. They collide with each other. They collide with the walls of the container. So these are some of the postulates of kinetic theory of gases. Now these there are gas laws. These gas laws express the relation between pressure, volume and temperature. Now the thing is that we cannot study all the variables simultaneously. So what we do, we keep one of the variables constant and we study relation between the other two variables. So first such a relation, it was studied by scientist Robert Boyle, who is called as a father of modern chemistry. What is the Boyle's law? So if we keep temperature constant, then volume of the gas, it depends upon pressure. So if more is the pressure, if we increase the pressure, volume will decrease, or if we decrease the pressure, volume will increase. So both are inversely proportional to each other. That is, P is inversely proportional to V, or PV is equal to K. So for a given gas, P1 V1, it is equal to P2 V2. So this is the another way of expressing this Boyle's law. Okay. Now this Boyle's law, if we plot graph, that is the pressure versus volume, then we get such type of curves. Now this is the pressure volume behavior of a gas at 100 Kelvin, this is 200 Kelvin and 300 Kelvin. So this type of curves, these are called as the hyperbolic relations. Okay. So this is all about for Boyle's law. Thank you.